Good morning, student. How are you? Hope you are doing well over there. So now we are going to discuss the last and third part of stress and its management. How to manage stress. Till now, what we have discussed, what is stress, sources of stress, type of stress, impact of stress, physically, psychologically, biologically. Then now we are going to study how to manage stress. ओके, स्ट्रेस को मैनेज कैसे किया जाता है. ओके, अब तक हमने पढ़ा कि स्ट्रेस एक इमोशनल आउटपुट होता है या इमोशनल रिस्पॉन्स होता है बॉडी का. ओके, साइकोलॉजिकली, बायोलॉजिकली. ओके, जो फिजिकल एंड मेंटल स्टेट को डिस्टर्ब करता है. ओके, उसका फिजिकली, साइकोलॉजिकली and behavior wise negative impact गिरता है. Okay, so now actually and in practical way how can we manage it, because it is a natural thing, we have to face it, we don't have any other way. Okay, we can't eliminate, or because challenges are there, life is full of challenges, we should make a habit or we should adapt to such challenges. Okay, that's why it's very important to have genuine information about any topic, because we can't totally eliminate or vanish stress or challenges from life, because life itself is a challenge. Okay, life itself teaches us to see challenge as opportunity to grow. Okay, to improve yourself. So whoever says that we can make you to or educate you how to completely free yourself from stress, can't, it can't be possible, because it is a natural thing. Okay, it is a natural condition. Fear, it is a natural thing. Okay, desperation is a natural. Okay, so yes, there are number of ways to adjust yourself with changing challenging condition or events. We can manage ourselves, or we can condition our mind, or we can develop such habit that uh, have the tendency to cope with stress or challenging situation. So now coming on the point, coming to the topic. Okay, so today topic or subtopic is how to manage stress. It is the last part of stress and its management. So get start. How to manage stress. To manage stress effectively in both personal and professional life, it is very important to identify the triggers that causes stress response. Okay, जब भी हमारी बॉडी ट्रिगर होती है, प्रोवोक होती है, ओके, स्ट्रेस रिस्पॉन्स के लिए, एक्चुअली स्ट्रेस वर्क कैसे करता है, जो हमने पढ़ा है कि जब भी एक ह्यूमन बॉडी सीज और परसीव चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन एज थ्रेट, ऑटोमेटिकली बॉडी ट्रिगर होती है, प्रोवोक होती है, और ट्रिगर होने के बाद जो स्ट्रेस हार्मोन्स होते हैं वो स्ट्रेस रिस्पॉन्स देते हैं. ओके, जो ऑटोमेटिक होता है, जो नेचुरल होता है. ओके, सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू आइडेंटिफाई द ट्रिगर. ओके, then after identifying the trigger, develop healthy coping mechanism. Okay, once you have identified the triggers, the body trigger, then you can develop healthy coping mechanism. Healthy coping mechanism means healthy fighting mechanism. Okay, fighting mechanism means coping mechanism means fighting mechanism. Then prioritizing self-care. Self-care is very important. Okay, it self-care start from self-awareness, self-responsibility, self-focus. Seeking support when needed. It is very important to mm, have support, have emotional support. Okay, main important is have emotional support from your close one, trusted one. Okay. Okay. So first part is to identify and understand your stressors. Identify situation, people or event that trigger stress. Okay, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है ऐसे सिचुएशन इवेंट्स पीपल जो आपको प्रोवोक करते हैं, आप ट्रिगर करते हैं स्ट्रेस के लिए. ओके, ऐसे सिचुएशन या पीपल या इवेंट को आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि ड्यू टू सच सिचुएशन पीपल और इवेंट your body come into the state of stress. Okay, note how you react. आप रिएक्ट कैसे करते हो उसे मॉनिटर कीजिए, उसे खुद को असेस कीजिए, एंड देन एंड इंटेंसिटी ऑफ दिस स्ट्रेस, स्ट्रेस का इंटेंसिटी कितना है उसे नोट डाउन कीजिए. ओके, सो आइडेंटिफाई सिचुएशन पीपल और इवेंट दैट ट्रिगर स्ट्रेस इन योर बॉडी, note how you react, and note the intensity of the stress. Then journaling is the best way to keep record of your stress. Okay, writing down the situation, people or event that triggers you, your body, okay, to form stress response, and how you react and the intensity of the stress. Okay, so the best way is to record. So journaling on a daily basis, writing the things, writing about situation or about people or event that make you that bring stress in your body. Okay, then identify repeating event or condition that cause stress, allowing you to react, rest, or avoid them. Then identify on a daily basis if this situation, people, or event are repeating are repetitive, then you must react, or you must react in a very um, means less intensity. Okay, when you monitor yourself, when you record yourself, how you, which are the situation, people, or event trigger your body to form stress, and how you react, and what is the intensity of the stress, then you can cope with it. You can cope with such situation that will going to happen in the future. So it is the best way. So journaling, taking a record, okay, identifying your body reaction, intensity of the stress will help to cope such situation, people, or event in future. This process involves consistent effort and patience. Yes, it is important to note that consistent effort and patience are very important in such process, because it is not going to happen overnight. Okay, then developing healthy coping mechanism. Okay, uh, एक बार once you identify your stressors, okay, and monitor yourself, then the next important step is developing healthy coping mechanism. Healthy coping mechanism means healthy fighting mechanism. Okay, due to disorganized lifestyle and poor time management, stress can be formed. So it is important to organize your tasks, set realistic goal, and saying run no to such thing that can add excessive stress. Okay, coping mechanism. आपको अपना लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना टाइम प्रायोरिटाइज करना पड़ेगा, आपको रियलिस्टिक बनना पड़ेगा. ओके, आपको अनप्रायोरिटाइज टास्क या वेस्टफुल टास्क को नहीं कहना है. ओके, जो एक्सेसिव स्ट्रेस बढ़ा सकते हैं. ओके, जब आपका लाइफ ऑर्गेनाइज रहेगा, आपका टाइम प्रॉपरली मैनेज कर पाओगे, आप अपने इम्पोर्टेंट टास्क को टाइम दे पाओगे. ओके, जब आप एक अच्छा अच्छी हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल लाइफस्टाइल को डेवलप कर पाओगे, तो ऑटोमेटिकली आप स्ट्रेस को टैकल कर पाओगे. ओके, So it is very important to engage in activity like deep breathing, meditation and yoga. Okay, कुछ एक्टिविटीज होती है, मेंटल एक्टिविटीज होती है, जैसे डीप ब्रीदिंग, ओके, मेडिटेशन होता है, मेडिटेशन से फोकस बढ़ता है, ओके, देन योगा टू काम योर माइंड एंड बॉडी, exercise release endorphins which have good mood boosting effect. So any form of physical activity can help manage stress. क्या होता है, एक्सरसाइज फिजिकल एक्टिविटी से जो हैप्पी हार्मोन्स रिलीज होते हैं, सो यू कैन एक्चुअली cope with stress. So deep breathing, meditation, yoga, exercise, workout actually help to fight with the condition of stress. Eating a balanced diet rich in fruits and vegetables can improve your overall well-being and ability to cope with stress. Okay, आपको अपनी eating habit में change करना है. Okay, then timing change करना है, lifestyle change करना है. So due to such changing lifestyle, you can actually build a mechanism to cope with stress. Then avoid excessive alcohol and smoking. Okay, as this can negatively increase stress level. Okay, alcohol and smoking, they are not going to reduce your stress, but they are going to actually increase your stress level. So avoid. Get regular amount of sleep. Okay, sleep is very important to refresh your mind. So it is very important to get required amount, not excessive, not less. Okay, balance amount of sleep is very important. We can say required amount of sleep. If the stress is overwhelming, it is better to take professional help. Yes, it is better to take professional advice. Okay, because when you can't handle stress, then it is better to take professional help. Then third point, start focusing on own life. Live your life like there is no tomorrow, so don't postpone life and start doing things that will make you happy. Okay, to we have to start focusing on own life rather than focusing on other life, because don't postpone your life. Do the things that can make you happy. Okay, and release happy hormone actually give the tendency or make you to cope with stress level. Okay, then connect with family, friend or seek support to share your concern and seek advice. Okay, connect with family, friends and have support from your close ones. Replace negative thought with positive talk to boost self-confidence and your mood. Okay, you have to replace self negative statement with positive talk, so can it will boost your mood and build self-confidence. Improve your organizational skill and time management to reduce feeling of being overwhelmed. Okay, improve your organizational skill and time management. Okay, you have to organize your life, you have to organize your time, you have to prioritize your important tasks. Okay, so that you will reduce the feeling of being burnout. Okay, then in professional life, clearly know how about your work hours and stick to them, avoiding taking work home or checking work emails after hour. Okay, don't do extra work. Sometimes it is very important, but frequently don't try to take your work at home. Okay, try to complete the given task in your workplace only. Okay, don't overcommit. Okay, don't overcommit tasks or take others responsibility. Okay, it is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to complete your own tasks, not other tasks. Okay, so learn to say no, set healthy boundaries, then focus on important tasks and delegate and or eliminate less important tasks to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Okay, important tasks पे आपको भी focus करना है. Okay, और जो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है उसे आप मत कीजिए, या ओके आप डेडिकेट, या you can give others to third party also to complete those tasks. If you are struggling to manage stress on your own, consider seeking professional help from therapist or counselor. Okay, it is very important to take professional help. Okay, if you are struggling to manage stress on your own. Conclusion. Okay, so अभी हमने डिस्कस किया हाउ टू मैनेज स्ट्रेस. ओके, नाउ द फाइनल conclusion or take away from this topic, stress and its management, is talking about stress, which is very natural. Okay, but long lasting stress can destroy or spoil individual life. So it is very important to identify the sources of stress, the प्रॉब्लम. आपको स्ट्रेस आता कहाँ से है, आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि आपके लाइफ में स्ट्रेस आता कहाँ से. ओके, देन डेवलप कोपिंग मैकेनिज्म. ओके, आपको एक्सरसाइज करना है, अपना डाइट चेंज करना है, अपना लाइफस्टाइल चेंज करना है, आपको इमोशनली स्ट्रांग होना है. इमोशनली स्ट्रांग कब हो पाओगे, जब खुद को रिस्पेक्ट दोगे आप, तब. देन जब आप उसे फेस करोगे, आपका माइंडसेट कैसे होना चाहिए, फाइटिंग माइंडसेट होना चाहिए. ओके, आपको सेल्फ फोकस होना है, आपको सेल्फ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेनी है. ओके, it is very tough. Okay, it is not going to happen overnight, but consistent effort with patience and preparation is the key. Practice is the key. You have to change your habit, eating habit, okay, sleeping habit. Then you have to identify your stress, sources of stress. Okay, then you have to engage in such physical activity like exercise, workout, running, walking, then meditation, yoga, your uh, writing your uh, activities or such event that have triggered you. So these are the practical way in to manage stress. Okay, स्ट्रेस होता क्या है, उसका टाइप्स क्या होता है, सोर्सेस क्या होते हैं, उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है. ओके, स्ट्रेस से अपने फिजिकली, मेंटली, बिहेवियर वाइज कितना निगेटिव एंड डेंजरस इम्पैक्ट गिरता है. सो स्टे अवे फ्रॉम अल्कोहल एंड स्मोकिंग बिकॉज it is going to damage your physical state, mental state and behavior wise. आपका जो स्ट्रेस लेवल है वो इंक्रीज ही करेगा. हमें पता नहीं होता है एक्चुअली. वी take it as a granted, as we think at smoking, drinking. Okay, we these are not going to damage, we think, but actually it is a slow poison. Okay, it is a slow poison. स्टेप बाय स्टेप आपका जो स्ट्रेस लेवल है वो बढ़ते जाता है, आपको पता ही नहीं होता है. एंड वी गेट इनटू द स्टेट ऑफ stress which is long lasting, which is called chronic stress, and which is very harmful. So it is very important to seek support and take self responsibility. So this was all about stress and its management. So uh, thank you very much. Take care. Bye.